Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to study about antigen and antibody interactions. So first, what happened between antigen and antibody? So look, when a molecule of antigen and antibody are brought together in a solution, a linkage is formed between the FAB portion of the immunoglobulin molecule and the antigenic determinant of antigenic molecule. The antigenic determinant of antigen molecule are also called an epitope, and the FAB portion of the immunoglobulin molecule are also called the paratope. So when antigen and antibody are brought together, so linkage is formed between the epitope of an antigen and paratope of an antibody. Now question arises, what are the types of interaction that are formed between antigen and antibody? So there are always formation of weak interactions. What do you mean by weak interaction? For example, there is a formation of van der Waals forces, hydrogen bond, ionic bond, etc. So these type of weak interaction are formed between antigen and antibody, or you can say that between an epitope and a paratope. Get it? कभी भी दोनों के बीच में कोवलेंट इंटरैक्शन नहीं बनता. Always there is a formation of weak interaction between epitope and a paratope. Now there is a stages of antigen antibody interaction. Actually these interaction, this reactions occur at three stages. So first is the primary stage. In primary stage, what has happened, there is an interaction between antigen and antibody occurs without any visible effect. There will be no visible effect, and the reaction is very rapid and even occur at the low temperature also. Okay, and this interaction follows the laws of physical chemistry and the thermodynamics also. After the primary stage, what will happen, there is a secondary stage. In secondary stage, what will happen, there will be a demonstrable events will occur in this stage, like precipitation, agglutination, lysis of cell, neutralization of toxin, enhancement of phagocytosis. All this process takes place in the secondary stage. And what happened after secondary stage, which is followed by the tertiary stage? So in tertiary stage, it includes the immunity against the infectious disease, allergy, or humoral immunity will also take place in case of tertiary stage. So in this way, the antigen antibody reaction occurs. First is primary stage, in which you're not able to see any visible effect, and the reaction is rapid also. There is just an interaction between antigen and antibody, and the reaction, this primary stage reaction is reversible also. Why? Because the interaction is influenced basically by the weak molecular forces, not a covalent bond. That's why this primary stage may be reversible also. Now in secondary stage, what will happen, you'll able to see the precipitation, agglutination, different demonstrable events can occur. And in tertiary stage, what will happen, disease occurs, allergy, humoral immune response, all this happens in case of tertiary stage. So in this way, antigen antibody reactions takes place. Now, before going in detail, I am going to explain you some important terms. So first is affinity. What do you mean by affinity? Affinity is what, basically it refers to the intensity of attraction between the antigen and antibody molecule. Basically, it is a functionness of precise fit between the antigen and antibody molecule. What do you mean by precise fit? Basically, you can say that affinity measures the binding strength at a single binding site. Now, what about the avidity? avidity, it is the strength of bond after formation of antigen and antibody complex. Or you can say that avidity measures the total binding strength. I'll give you one example, then it will be clear for you. For example, in case of IgM, IgM has low affinity and high avidity. How? Why? Because IgM forms 10 weak interactions. So what happened? If you'll talk about the particular interaction, that is weak, but the total interaction are more. That's why we can say that in case of IgM, affinity is low, that is the binding strength at single binding site is low, but the total binding strength is more. That's why in case of IgM, affinity is low, but avidity is more. What about IgG, IgE? In that case, in these antibodies, they have high affinity but the low avidity. How? They form the basically two strong interaction. Okay, so they form only two interactions. So total binding strength may be less, but if you'll check the binding strength at a single binding site, that is more. Why? Because they form these strong interactions. So that's why IgE and IgG has strong affinity, yeah, high affinity and low avidity. Get it? So this is about the affinity and avidity. Affinity measures the binding strength at a single binding site and avidity measures the total binding strength. Even you can see this with the help of diagram also. I have explained with the help of diagram also. Get it? Now, to another important term, that are sensitivity and specificity. Please pay attention. What do you mean by sensitivity? Sensitivity basically refers to the ability of the test to detect every very minute amount of antigen or antibody. What does it mean? I'll give you one example. Suppose I'm saying that that particular diagnostic kit or that particular diagnostic test has a 90% sensitivity. What do you mean by 90% sensitivity? It means that it will gives you a positive result for 90% of a person who is suffering from a disease, but it will give you a false negative result for a 10% of people who is already suffering from a disease. what does it mean? Suppose that आपके यहाँ पे 100% लोग हैं, 100 लोग हैं, उसमें से सारे के ही सारे suppose that सभी को disease है, and you are checking with a kid who which has 90% sensitivity. So क्या होगा जब आप चेक करेंगे तो 90% लोग जिनको डिसीज है उसमें तो यू विल गेट द पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट, बट 10% लोगों में आपको कैसा मिलेगा? नेगेटिव रिजल्ट आएगा इन स्पाइट ऑफ दे आर डिजीज, उनको डिसीज है उसके बाद भी आपको कैसा रिजल्ट मिलेगा? नेगेटिव रिजल्ट आएगा. तो दैट इज कॉल्ड दी सेंसिटिविटी. 90% सेंसिटिविटी का मतलब व्हाट इज कि 90% लोगों में यू विल गेट द पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट if they are suffering from any disease, but 10% लोगों में you'll get the false negative. False negative means what? You want the positive result but you are getting the negative, so that is a false negative result for 10% of people who is suffering from a disease. Get it? So sensitivity is what? Ability of the test to detect the every very minute amount of antigen or antibody present in the serum. Now, what about the specificity? So, specificity refers to the ability of the test to detect reaction between homologous antigen and antibodies. I'll explain this with the help of example. Suppose I am saying that this particular diagnostic kit has a 90% specificity. So what does it mean? It gives the negative result for 90% of people who is not suffering from a disease, but it will give false positive result for 10% of people who is also not suffering from a disease. What does it mean कि अगर यहाँ पे 100 लोग हैं, 100 में से किसी को भी डिजीज नहीं है, लेकिन मैंने एक डायग्नोस्टिक किट यूज किया चेक करने के लिए वेदर दे आर सफरिंग फ्रॉम अ डिजीज और नॉट, एंड दैट डायग्नोस्टिक किट हैज अ 90% स्पेसिफिसिटी. 90% स्पेसिफिसिटी मतलब क्या? 90% लोगों में तो डिजीज नहीं होने के बावजूद विल गिव अ नेगेटिव रिजल्ट ओनली, जो सही है, ट्रू है, आना ही चाहिए. But 10% लोगों में it will give you the false positive result. Means what? Disease नहीं है, still you are getting the positive result. So that is what? 90% specificity. Did you get it now? The difference between sensitivity and the specificity. Sensitivity detects the every minute amount of antigen or antibody in the serum, and specificity what? It detects the reaction between homologous antigen and the antibodies. Get it? So these are the important terms that we have discussed. Now we are going to study the general features of antigen and antibody reaction. So what is the first feature? That the reaction is specific. What do you mean by specific? Specific means what? A particular antigen will bind with the particular type of antibody only. कभी ऐसा नहीं होगा कि सपोज दैट साल्मोनेला की एंटीबॉडी है ये, वो सोचेगी नहीं यार टुडे आई डोंट वांट टू बाइंड विद साल्मोनेला, टुडे आई विल बाइंड विद ई कोलाई. नो, ये कभी भी नहीं होगा. स्पेसिफिक एंटीजन विल ऑलवेज बाइंड विद दिस स्पेसिफिक एंटीबॉडी ओनली. ठीक है, बट सम टाइम क्रॉस रिएक्शन में ऑल्सो अकर बिकॉज ऑफ द रिलेटेडनेस ऑफ द एंटीजन, बिकॉज ऑफ द शेयरिंग ऑफ द एंटीजन. Sometimes maybe cross reaction can occur, but the reaction is always specific. Mostly, in most of the cases, the reaction is specific. Particular antigen will bind with its particular antibody only. Get it? Now, the entire molecule will react, but not the fragment. What does it mean? जब भी when antigen antibody will react with each other, there will be a formation of precipitation or agglutination. In that case, entire molecule will involve in the formation of precipitation और अग्लूटिनेशन. ऐसा कभी नहीं होगा कि सिर्फ एक पर्टिकुलर फ्रेगमेंट से ही अग्लूटिनेशन हुआ. नो, इंटायर मॉलिक्यूल विल रिएक्ट, नॉट ओनली द पार्ट ऑफ द मॉलिक्यूल. गेट इट? Now, there is no denaturation of antigen or antibody occurs during the reaction. When antibodies bind with the antigen, there is no denaturation of any of the molecule. Get it? Now, combination occurs at the surface. What does it mean? कि जो भी antigen surface पे है उससे ही antibodies bind करते हैं. Now, the combination is firm but reversible also. Combination कैसा होगा? Basically always firm, and that firmness of the combination is basically depend upon what, which is basically influenced by the weak molecular interaction. As I told you, there is a formation of weak interactions between the antigen and antibody. And what are they? What are the weak interactions involved between formation of antigen antibody interaction? They are basically van der Waals forces, hydrogen bond, ionic bonds, electrostatic bonds. These all are the weak interactions. So that firmness is influenced by the basically weak interactions. Okay, अगर suppose that combination में strong bonds होते हैं. Strong bond means what? Suppose that there is a formation. Suppose that, हाँ, mind it, suppose that there is a formation of covalent bond, इन दैट केस कभी भी एंटीजन और एंटीबॉडी अलग ही नहीं होते, एक बार बाइंड कर गए तो कभी भी रिएक्शन इरिवर्सिबल हो ही नहीं सकती, कभी वो उसे छोड़ते ही नहीं. दैट्स वाई जो कॉम्बिनेशन होता है वो वीक इंटरेक्शन से बना होता है, तो इट इज फर्म बट सम टाइम इट मे बी रिवर्सिबल ऑल्सो. Get it? Both antigen and antibody reaction occurs with the formation of precipitate or agglutinate. So when antigen properly binds with the antibody, so the reaction occurs with the formation of precipitates. When they two interact with each other, so maybe there will be a formation of precipitate और द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ अग्लूटिनेशन. ऐसा कभी नहीं होगा कि दे हैव डन द इंटरैक्शन और कुछ भी नहीं हुआ, ना प्रेसिपिटेशन हुआ ना ही अग्लूटिनेशन हुआ, तो ऐसा कभी भी नहीं होता, कुछ तो बनेगा ही, वेदर इट विल लीड टू द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ प्रेसिपिटेशन और द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ अग्लूटिनेशन. Get it? Both can combine in varying proportion. What does it mean? Unlike chemicals, actually chemicals has fixed valency, maybe one or two they have a fixed valency, but in case of antibody they may be bivalent or polyvalent also, and antigen also their valency are not fixed. Antigen की valency up to 100 तक हो सकती है, so we can't say that they combine in fixed proportion. The antigen antibody की जो combining होती है that occurs in the varying proportion. Why? Because they both they both are not having the fixed valency. ठीक है, n number of valency are present in case of antigen, that will be up to 100 also, and antibody के case में they are bivalent also, और अगर आपने देखा होगा तो pentameric antibody is also available. So that's why we can say that their combination is they both can combine in the varying proportion. Get it? So that's all about features of antigen and antibody interactions. So thank you.